All right, welcome to the PlaySpace. This is a free open access platform of the Great Lakes Stewardship Initiative for the place-based education community. So at its broadest, it's meant to connect anybody, anywhere that is involved with place-based education, to help us be in community, to share ideas and inspiration and resources and insights, to ask questions, to ask for and receive mentorship, and to generally stay connected in supporting one another as we move this work forward from wherever we are. In addition to that function, it also serves as the online community space and the agenda app for the National Place-Based Education Conference, and that's primarily what we're going to take a look at today. So let's start with how the PlaySpace is structured, how it works, and then we'll take a look at the specific content for the conference. I'm not going to show you everything, some of it's self-explanatory, but I do want to point to a couple of important spaces and resources. So over here on the left, under Start Here, you'll see our community guidelines. You can pull this up to understand a bit more about what it means to be a member of the PlaySpace and to interact here in a respectful and inclusive way that adheres to our community guidelines. And then next up, using the PlaySpace. This is a tutorial on how this space is structured, how information is organized, and how to navigate around the various spaces and tools of the platform. Moving on down here on the left-hand side under For Everyone, PlaySpace Central. Think of this as the town square of this platform. Anybody that's on this platform has access to this space. If you would like to share an upcoming event or a resource or a research paper or anything else connected to place-based education, you and any other member of the PlaySpace can make a post here. You can share images, videos, files, you can ask questions, you could even ask a poll or create a poll to ask a question. You can do all kinds of things here, and so it's a great way to connect with one another, to share resources, upcoming opportunities to engage in person or virtually, whatever it may be. Moving on down, you will not see all of this information necessarily, depending on what programs and components of the PlaySpace you're a part of, but under GLSI's PBE programs, you will see, if you're an attendee of the National Place-Based Education Conference this year, you will see this group. So 2025 National PBE Conference. We're going to click there, and that will take you to our conference group. So all members, all attendees of the conference will have access to this space. The first tab is called Start Here, and this will give you all the information you need about the structure and tools and ways to navigate through this part of the PlaySpace. We're going to go through most of that right now. So we're going to click over to the Feed tab. Similar to PlaySpace Central for the platform as a whole, this is our feed for just the conference group, just the conference community. So we as hosts and organizers of the conference will be sharing posts and articles and information updates here in the next couple weeks, but you can also post here. If there's something that you would like to share with the entire conference community, this is a place where you can do so. Let's click over to the agenda. This is where you will see a live agenda of every component of the conference from Wednesday, November 12th through Friday, November 14th. So you can see here the first day is all of the immersion experiences on Wednesday the 12th that you can pre-register for. And then as we move into the evening of the 12th, you'll see the welcome reception at the Marriott Eagle Crest Hotel. And then we move over to Thursday with our welcome session in the morning and our first keynote address, and then moving right into concurrent sessions. And you'll see the thumbnails here for concurrent sessions. They are organized by the conference strand that they are most relevant to. So let's click into one of these sessions. Let's click into Bridging Classrooms and Communities. So in this session, in all sessions, here's what you'll see. Comments on the right-hand side. As an attendee or someone interested in something about this session, you can add a comment here. You can ask a question. You can share a reflection from the session or celebrate the presenters after the session. And for presenters, you can share resources here. You can share your slide deck from your presentation, a paper you mentioned, a resource you mentioned, or anything else you'd like to share. So you can add files to your comments and post them here. And so anyone, even if they were not able to attend your session, can come here and see any information you share from your session. So over here on the left-hand side, you'll see the specifics of the where and when this particular session will be hosted. And as you scroll down, you'll see information about presenters, where they're coming from, and then about each of the finer details of the presentation itself, such as key audience, subject areas, and so on. Then scrolling further down, you'll see the presentation description, and then the filters that this particular session is tagged to. And we'll come back to this in just a minute. Let's scroll back up, and let's look at the RSVP button right here. This is an important tool that you can use, but it is not a requirement. So let's talk about it. You are not required to RSVP to a conference session in order to be able to attend that session. And on the flip side, as a presenter, you should not take the RSVP list for your session as any kind of indication of who or how many people are actually going to show up to your session. What this is solely a tool for you as an attendee to be able to keep track of sessions that you're definitely going to attend or that you're interested in attending or want to revisit at a later time, and to help you create a custom schedule so that once you're on site, you can easily see the sessions hour by hour that you're hoping to go to and be a part of. So if you click on this RSVP button, you have three options: going, maybe, or not going. Going and maybe are really the two useful options here. So I'm going to select that I am going to this session. Again, it doesn't mean that I actually am going to go to that session. It doesn't mean that I have to go to that session. It's just that I am now saving this session, and you'll see where it's saved to in just a moment. So you can go through and do this through the entire agenda in advance of the conference to help you keep track of and kind of whittle down the sessions that you're most interested in. Another way to do this is to add to calendar. So if you wanted to add this session to an external calendar on your computer or on your phone, this is where you would click. You can click there. You can select the type of calendar that you have linked, and that will take you through to your Google Calendar, for example, and it will auto-populate a new event in your calendar that you can then save. And then you can have all the sessions saved in your external calendar if you would prefer. Click out of there. We're going to click back out of this session. Now, when I go back up to the top of the agenda, I've got a couple of tabs right here, right above the top of the first component of the agenda, registration on Wednesday the 12th. So right now, all of the sessions are upcoming. If you're looking at this on November 14th or 13th, the sessions on the days before will be under the past tab. But check out yours right here. If you click yours, this will bring up each of the sessions that you have RSVP'd to, either going or that you're maybe going to. And so this is where you will be able to see your custom schedule of the sessions that you are interested in or planning on attending. Okay? And if you would like to remove one of them from your custom schedule or list, you can click over here, and you can click, you can click right here, and you can click not going. And when you refresh, this session will no longer be in yours. So let's click over to agenda filters over here. These are filters to help you find sessions that are most relevant to the topics that you are most interested in. So starting at the top, we have sessions tagged by both what roles are those presenters attached to. So if a school administrator, say a principal, is one of the presenters, they're going to be tagged in their session as an administrator, and or if a key audience noted for a session is a school or district administrator, that session will be tagged to administrator. So if you'd like to see all of the sessions that are tagged by administrator, you can click that and then you'll see the list here. Okay. Go up here to the top right, this X in the search bar. To clear that, you come back to your hashtags. You can also look, in addition to user role or position type, you can look at the grade level or the age level that the content is geared toward. So when you're talking about place-based learning, if it's for the elementary level or for the elementary classroom, you can sort sessions that are tagged by that level and so on. You can go to topic or subject area to sort by those that you're most interested in looking for sessions that are relevant to. You can also filter by the conference strands, which are listed down here. And then finally, you can filter out the sessions by the format of the presentation. So if you'd like to see all of the workshops or all of the story spots or all of the outdoor and experiential sessions, you can click there and it will show you each of those sessions. Again, go to the top right, X out to clear that filter. Moving over here to key information. This is where you'll find a lot of the finer details that you may want to know about the logistics of the conference itself, where and when to be, how to get there, etc. So parking and shuttle information, meal information, frequently asked questions, as well as some of the fun, unique aspects of our conference, like the place-based library, how you can participate in that, the place-based exchange, how you can participate and bring a small gift to share with someone that represents your place and receive a gift that is connected to their place. It's a really fun way to increase our place connections and connections with one another as a conference community. So we'll be posting more featured content here under key information as the conference gets closer. The chat, this is meant to be more of a real-time dialogue amongst the conference community. So again, places where you can ask questions, ask for help, share celebrations or reflections as the conference unfolds, share a resource if you want to, but really meant to be that ongoing back and forth dialogue amongst our community, both before, during, and after the conference. This space remains available to you long after the conference. This is a place for our conference community to stay connected in the months and even years beyond this particular conference. Last tab, attendees. This is where you can find and connect to fellow conference attendees. You can find those nearest to you geographically. You can find those online now. You can also find the host and connect to us if you need some help or have a question for us about the conference. And then the final thing I wanted to show you is up here in the top toolbar. This is where you'll see your notifications. So when something new is posted to the conference feed, or a new key information or a new event is created, you'll get a notification here. This is where you can see direct messages that are sent to you, or if you'd like to send a direct message or create a group chat with multiple conference attendees, this is where you can do that. And then over here under your profile, your account, you can change your personal settings to set up push notifications, for example, to your phone or to your email if you want to receive them daily or weekly, and what kinds of notifications from the play space you'd like to receive. All that information can be customized here in personal settings. So I think that's it for now. If you have questions about this platform, how to get Mighty Networks, the mobile app, to access the play space on your mobile phone, then we are here to help. We are here to help you get into this space and use it to the best of your ability throughout the conference, as well as leading up to the conference to get the information you need. So just let us know how we can help.